farmer's market in Springfield Mall. New, we can use something.
No bills?
That's what'll happen.
I can tell you, he was pretty good. He gets them made.
I think it might be.
Okay, yeah.
Really nice guy.
He sells travels coffee in Springfield exclusively individuals, and you can find him here as well. His like museum stuff is unbelievable.
Yeah, it's really good. On our third or fourth.
I've never met him, but
try.
I ran into his booth several times. They have a copy expo thing downtown every year, and he got to see it and was like, "This is next level." It's the competition. He's suspended. He's airborne. Math. I don't know how you get that much. That was all compromised. I don't know what his secret is.
I have to get a little liquid in there before we get going on that.
It's definitely a secret.
I think like he said his was like over $6,000. One of his just his grinder or something.
Crazy.
All right, we'll go ahead and call our Tuesday, September 9th council meeting to order. If you would, please join me and rise for a prayer and the pledge.
Please bow your heads with me. Our dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day and the many blessings you've given us. Lord, we thank you for the opportunity to gather this evening to consider issues that affect this city and all the citizens within it. We thank you for the opportunity to honor staff members that are with us tonight for a special ceremony. Lord, we just ask that you be in each decision and each conversation that's held here this evening. Just provide the wisdom and the discernment that you would have the council to have. Lord, we just ask that you continue to bless the council members for the volunteerism and the work that they put in to provide for this city. Lord, we thank you for blessing each of us with an opportunity to serve this community, and we thank you for the ability to make progress and move forward within it. Lord, we just ask that you be with each person as they leave here this evening, help them to have safe travels home, and just lead us and guide us and forgive us where we fail you. We say all these things in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, sir.
All right, can I have a roll call, please?
Mayor Kennedy.
Here.
Chairman Pro Tem Ross.
Here.
Councilwoman Oppenheimer. Councilwoman Pettit.
Here.
And Councilman Waits.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. I'll move into public comment. A citizen desiring to speak on an item not on the agenda may do so at this time. Each citizen is limited to 3 minutes, and the council will not take action or discuss items at this time. Discussion should be limited to matters of city business, and public comment is not permitted in regard to personnel matters or on pending legal matters. Items introduced under public comment may become agenda items at a later date. Hayden, come on up.
All right. Hello, council. I've finally done some research on how much the flags would have costed if they were approved.
Okay.
And I don't know how Amazon gets them from, but they're $24.09 for one flag made by one.
Okay.
And did it get approved or declined, or do I have to send another picture?
Well, I still think we're having a communications issue. I talked with Ms. Hallett tonight, and they still haven't received it. So what I would like to do, if possible, is if I could get you to get contact information from her, so that way you can send it directly to her and make sure we're getting it to the right person. She can help get that presented, put together, and she'll put it on the agenda, so that way we can vote on it.
All right.
So that way we see everything. I think somehow the email got lost, so make sure you send it to her.
Okay.
And we'll get it on the agenda for you.
I'll resend a completely new email.
Okay, that'll work. Yep. Or if you want to forward the one you had as well. So.
Okay.
If you don't get it, Carrie, I think I have a copy of your email, Aiden, from a while back. So if I can forward it to you to make sure you
Okay.
have it. So.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, moving on to council forum. Pro Tem, you want to lead us off?
Sure. I virtually attended a SIMCOG MoDOT meeting 2-3 weeks ago. I think that was. It was kind of difficult to hear, so I didn't catch everything that was updated for Aurora. But I did want to, I guess, kind of just make sure it was okay with council. I talked with Aaron a couple weeks ago about putting together a draft for a vacancy ordinance. And I know he's got a lot going on, so I told him I would kind of take a first stab at it. And I'd like to give that kind of rough draft framework to Aaron and Carrie and let them take a look at it and then maybe bring us back something for a discussion. But I think a vacancy ordinance on commercial property that requires a annual inspection on property with kind of a progressive fee would be maybe help us prevent some of the ongoing issues that we face with the commercial buildings. But if no one has an objection, I'm about 80% done putting that together to give to Aaron to run with, but just wanted to make sure it was okay with everybody.
I'm definitely good with it.
Yeah, can we discuss it just a smidgen? I want to be sure it has insurance coverage, so if a vacant building does fall down, that there's some insurance coverage for removal and cleanup. And while it's vacant, is it possible, if we think it's a possible tear down in the future, if we could have access to check for if there's any hazardous material in there, like mold or asbestos? I know
the way
that's a
so
cost
far I
to
have it
us.
written up is after a 90-day vacancy, they would need to basically register it with us.
Okay,
And then that would provide, it comes with a fee, and then that would pay for an inspection
okay,
annually. And so that inspection would allow us inside as
Okay.
opposed to waiting until there's a hole in the wall or whatever
Yeah.
there may be. So then, any code at that point, I think would
okay,
fall under
great.
that inspection. And so far I have it where anybody, you, chief, or Aaron could do it. But you guys take it and then bring it back maybe as a discussion item and,
Aaron has drafted an initial draft that he started on too and provided it to me, and he's been waiting on me. So I think we'd be in a good spot to kind of compare the two and combine
Okay.
together to come up with a final ordinance, or
Okay.
they may be similar.
awesome.
Yeah, that would be great, Teresa mentioned to bring it as a discussion item first, so.
Okay, that's all I got.
I have nothing to report.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I went to the solid waste meeting today, and if anybody doesn't know what that is, it has to do with trying to keep things out of the landfill, mainly recycling and things like that. Very interesting. Our section of Missouri, we're only given $95,000 to put forth grants to help clean up or support people that are doing recycling sort of thing. And I don't know if everybody is aware in here, but does anybody remember on South 39, the big tire dump that was south of town? That was part of our group getting that cleaned up. And we got a grant from the state for that, and that was over $200,000 to get that cleaned up. One of the biggest things that Missouri is focusing on this next year is food waste. And I have mentioned before that Hanson Tree Service, they are currently going to food establishments in Branson, particularly Silver Dollar City, a bunch of smorgasbords, and they are collecting their food waste daily, and they're keeping tons of food out of the landfill. And I'd like to talk to even the school district, because Hanson Tree Service, there's a small fee to come. They provide the bins to collect food waste and haul it off. And what they do with it, they're a tree service, so they cut down trees and they grind up stuff. So they mix in the food waste with their wood chips to create mulch. So that's keeping it out of the landfill. And with all of this being said, I would really, really love, I've desired it for a long time, that I feel like we need some sort of recycling available in Aurora. Even if we have a temporary just to receive it and it's taken somewhere. I haven't talked to the city of Monette, but they have a fabulous recycling center over there. So I don't know if we have if it's even they would accept our stuff over there. But anyway, meetings are very interesting, and I have a future probably Rotary program that if you contact the Victory Mission, they even have a mattress recycling process. So instead of throwing a whole mattress in the landfill, they tear it apart, resurface or recycle, I guess you say, the iron and the stuffing and all of that. So just think about what we can keep out of Mother Earth. Save it for our future families. I think
All right.
that's it.
Thank you. I had no meetings this week, and we'll have a busy couple weeks coming up, but nothing to report this time. We'll move on to consent agenda. This will be for the City Council regular session minutes on August 26th and the August-September 2025 appropriations.
I'll make a motion, we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Please vote.
Motion passed.
I abstain. I was not here.
Old business 7.1, resolution number 2025-2060, municipal alcohol policy for Aurora Recreation Center.
Okay, council, this comes back before you tonight with some changes based on the previous meeting, and the only changes that were made were based on discussion that we had when it was before you the last time. So I worked with Justin, with Lauber, and we made changes to section 2C in the definitions. The definition of a community room has now been adjusted so that it does not include recreational areas within the facility. Section 3, again, the permitted alcohol use is no longer including and actually prohibits it in the recreational spaces, and it's only allowed in the community rooms. And then in section 7, security staffing, we updated that to where it is required to be an off-duty police officer. We'll offer it to our AMPD officers first, and if we have no one that is able or willing to take that overtime to cover the security staffing, then it would be provided by the event organizer. Still has to meet the same requirements as our off-duty police officers do, and it would require a background check. So we would offer it to our staff first and then take additional steps to verify that they are an off-duty peace officer and can pass a background check otherwise.
I have a question.
Sure.
You said no alcohol in the recreation area, so that includes the gymnasium?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Any further questions? 2025-2060, municipal alcohol policy for Aurora Recreation Center.
Second?
Motion and second. Please vote.
Motion passed.
Thank you,
Carrie.
council.
All right, moving on to new business. 8.1, oath of office and pinning of new firefighter, Drake Meyer.
Go ahead and raise your right hand for me. Do you, Drake Meyer, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Missouri, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of the office of firefighter for the city of Aurora according to the best of your ability? Do you further swear that you will, to the best of your ability, protect life and property, uphold the laws of this community, and faithfully serve the citizens of Aurora, Missouri with honor, integrity, and respect?
Yes.
Congratulations.
All right. 8.2, oath of office and pinning of Captain Harley Stice.
Do you, Harley Stice, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Missouri, and will faithfully discharge the duties of firefighter captain in the city of Aurora Fire Department to the best of your ability? Do you further pledge to uphold the standards of the fire service, demonstrate leadership and integrity, and dedicate yourself to the protection of life, property, and the well-being of the community and the firefighters under your supervision?
I do.
Congratulations.
Congrats, gentlemen.
8.3, special event applications, Spooktacular.
Good evening, council.
Hello.
Tonight, I do bring to you the Spooktacular for October 31st, It will be around City Square and down to Olive Street. They are asking that we close Madison from Olive, Madison to Locust, Madison east and west at Pleasant, and then Madison at West College here, so that encompasses all of Madison. There will be, of course, Wes knows this, we talked about this morning in our staff meeting, that they are asking for police protection, and of course, they do that every year when we do this. So city staff has reviewed the application and recommends approval.
Any questions, anyone?
I'll make a motion to approve the special event application, Spooktacular.
Second.
Motion and a second, please vote. 8.4, special event application, Dwayne's 23rd birthday party.
Yes, so this will be at Crosby Park. It will be October 4th, starting at 3:30 p.m., going to 7:30. They will be cleaned up and finished by 8 p.m. They will be playing wiffle ball and some different games like that, and they have asked to have a pavilion at Crosby Park and to use the field there. They're not doing any loud music or fireworks or anything like that, and so city staff has reviewed the applications and recommends approval.
Sounds like fun. I will make a motion that we approve special event application Dwayne's 23rd birthday party.
Second.
A motion and a second, please vote. 8.5, special event application, fish and chips dinner.
Yes, so this will be held at the police and fire station. This is a first-time event. The fish and chips dinner at the fire station is a fundraiser for the association and recruiting for them and around the area. It will be held October 11th. Setup time is 3 o'clock, and it will be from 4 to 6, and then finishing up around 7. City staff has reviewed the application and recommends approval for that one as well.
I'll make a motion to approve the fish and chips dinner special event application.
Second.
Motion and a second, please vote. Thank you. All right, nothing else on new items. We'll move on to staff reports, city manager report.
Council, I just have a few quick things to highlight this evening. With a short agenda, I'll try not to be longer than it was, but just a few things. So street department, they've assisted the Aurora downtown project this week with moving and placing their new flower pots in the downtown area. And speaking of Aurora downtown project, I just wanted to let you know, they have requested to be on the agenda for your next meeting. They are nearing the completion of the 2 years in the community empowerment grant with Main Street. So ADP would like to come and present to you guys, just kind of give you a presentation of what they've done, where they came from, where they're headed, and just kind of give you an update so that you know, with that partnership between their group and the city, where they stand and what they've accomplished, and just kind of give you an update so that you know how they plan to move forward.
Is there going to be a request with that, or is it just simply informational?
Simply informational at this time.
Okay.
I expect that there may be a request coming to you in the future, but at this point, they just want to come have a conversation and kind of update you guys on their progress.
Okay.
Parks Department, they've began installing new benches that were built by the high school students. I've spoken about that before, but I just kind of wanted to highlight one more time. That was the Saving You a Seat project. 2025 is what it ended up being named. So I had reached out to Ms. Civils, the FFA advisor, one of them here in Aurora, about a grant project for students to assist with building benches. She and Mrs. Mobley ran with that and ended up getting enough grant coverage to build 12 benches at no cost to the city. Architectural Systems Incorporated, or ASI, stepped in and helped with some engraving and some welding and things for placards to be put on the benches. The first 2 were placed last week here on the City Hall on the north side around the fountain area. So beautiful benches, and you'll be seeing those coming up in other places across town, city parks, and places like that. So we're excited about those and really excited to showcase what those kids have done. Rec Center, youth soccer, 76 registrants, and all teams have a sponsor. And games will begin next Saturday. Youth flag football had 73 registrants. Again, all teams have a sponsor, and games will begin next Tuesday. So our youth rec programs continue to do well and seem to grow. Then I'm gonna jump down to community development and public facilities. Just wanted to highlight that the City Hall rehabilitation project, we closed on that financing today that you guys awarded at your last meeting. And I'm working through the final contract documents with the architect and the contractor. We have a pre-construction meeting scheduled for this Friday, and the City Hall roof replacement started today. So they brought their equipment in yesterday, and they've started that roof. So where we thought that would be a bit of a combined work around each other, the roof will be done and they'll be gone before we start the other exterior rehab.
Good.
So that's gonna be perfect. Have ran into some decking concerns on the roof. We had some issues when they were tearing off a little deeper than we thought. I thought that might be a possibility. So they're gonna be getting me documentation on that, and we'll be following up with insurance on that part to make sure it's included.
Okay.
And then the only thing I had in my upcoming meetings, just highlighting that staff and some of the council members will be out next week for the Missouri Municipal League Conference, the 14th through the 17th. And I have scheduled our team building event for Monday evening as a group while we're up there, and everybody's looking forward to that conference. So we do have one of the council members that was planning to go that I believe had a conflict and no longer can. So I've offered that up to the management team since we've already paid for that registration and hotel, and I think we may have someone else fill that
Good.
spot, so we won't lose any dollars there. So we're looking forward to that travel.
That's good.
Happy to answer any other questions you have for me, but that's the things I was gonna highlight tonight.
Thank you.
I don't think I have any further. Okay. All right, with that, I will make a motion to move into closed session pursuant to RSMO 610.021 for items 1, 3, and 13.
Second?
I have a motion second. Roll call vote, please. Yes.
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 Yep.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.